DJI Mini 6 Pro is, as of now, primarily one thing: a projection screen. YouTube videos, Reddit threads, and leak articles are throwing around specs, from 6K video to new O5 transmission. The problem? Much of it sounds like it's definitely coming, but is based more on extrapolation from the current Mini ecosystem than on reliable documentation. That's precisely why a clean reality check is worthwhile. What's plausible? What's more of a creator's wish list? And what decision does this make for everyone who wants to buy a sub-250G drone in 2026? This article provides an overview, clearly distinguishing between established facts, current status in the Mini segment, frequently repeated rumors, and technically improbable claims. It also includes a buying guide for 2026, buy now versus wait, plus useful cross-references within the DJI ecosystem, from price tracking to the C0/C1 rule class. The most important point first: a DJI Mini 6 Pro is not officially confirmed as of January 24th, 2026. This means that every spec sheet circulating online is automatically in a gray area. That doesn't mean everything is wrong, but rumors are like confetti. They look impressive, land everywhere, but in the end, they rarely amount to a blueprint. Things only become credible when there are solid leads, e.g., reliable registration documents, consistent supply chain information, or an official teaser that clearly points to the Mini segment. Until then, the best approach is to treat rumors as scenarios and base your purchase decision on things that already matter today: price range, real-world performance, regulations, C0/C1, and your own intended use case. For 2026, the perspective is therefore crucial. Those who Google Mini 6 Pro are usually not just looking for specs, but an answer to the waiting game question: should I buy now, or will I lose money if something new comes out soon? This is precisely where the comparison hub is particularly helpful. Buy DJI Mini 5 Pro or wait for Mini 6 Pro. Prices, deals, and check 2026. It clearly distinguishes between current market logic and speculation, the foundation on which this article is built. Most leaks regarding the DJI Mini 6 Pro currently originate from three sources. 1. Creator videos with spec lists, often copied from comments/forums. 2. Community wish lists. DJI should finally release 6K. And 3. Tech articles that repeat these lists because the keyword is popular. It sounds harsh, but it's commonplace in the tech news cycle. The important thing to remember is, repetition is not proof. If 10 channels read the same list, it's still the same list, just louder. How you, as a reader, can quickly recognize whether a leak has substance. Pay attention to concrete, verifiable details instead of superlatives. A plausible clue sounds more like new radio platform /chip revision /regulatory application, and less like Mavic killer. Therefore, it's also worth looking at related DJI topics where the methodology becomes apparent. For example, FCC/leak classifications for other product lines. DJI Lido X1 and Lido 1. 2026 FCC leaks and SDR radio. Even if the Lido isn't a Mini, the article demonstrates very well how to distinguish rumors. Regulatory traces are something different from wishful thinking. The core of almost all Mini 6 Pro rumors revolve around the camera. A 1-inch sensor, 50MP, Hasselblad color, plus 6K video and dynamic range that suddenly sounds flagship-like. The point is, a large portion of these upgrades would be more of a refinement than a revolution within the Mini ecosystem, because the current Mini generations already have a clear performance formula. This doesn't invalidate the rumors, but it does shift expectations. Instead of a new camera world, improved build quality is more realistic. Cleaner shadows, less noise in low light, more stable colors and mixed lighting, and more efficient compression. If you want to know where things stand in practice today, reading the baseline is crucial. DJI Mini 5 Pro long-term test 2025/2026 and the corresponding video test, DJI Mini 5 Pro in review video. This is especially important when it comes to camera rumors because Mini 6 Pro lists mention features that already exist as concepts: 10-bit profiles, vertical formats, tracking modes. The real difference would then lie in algorithm quality and thermals, not in the buzzword. Regarding 6K, this is the most popular leak label because it feels like a clear step forward. But 6K isn't just more pixels. It's more data, more processing power, more heat, and more battery consumption. In practice, a more pragmatic question is crucial. Can a sub 250G body sustain 6K without throttling? If the answer is only briefly, then for many creators, the feature is more of a marketing ploy than a genuine benefit. For most workflows, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, travel, clean 4K with stable dynamic range and good low-light performance is often more valuable than 6K, but only in ideal conditions. Those who prioritize low-light performance will find the most helpful information in the dedicated article. DJI Mini 5 Pro Low-Light and Night Photography. The Mini class is brutally honest. 250 grams isn't a recommendation. It's a design imperative. That's precisely why Mini 6 Pro is better in every way. Lists are automatically limited. Every additional module, more sensors, a more powerful CPU, active cooling, larger batteries, either adds weight or power, and both are scarce in the Mini class. This leads to a very practical rule. If a leaked list simultaneously promises 6K resolution, longer flight time, more sensors, and quieter operation, it's usually a sign of wishful thinking. A more realistic approach is that DJI measurably optimizes 2 or 3 aspects and leaves the rest largely unchanged. The regulatory landscape remains complex. Anyone wanting to understand why DJI doesn't simply make the Mini heavier should be familiar with the C0/C1 classification system. The differences between drone classes C0 and C1. In the EU, this isn't just theoretical. It determines rules, obligations, and the how relaxed I can fly regulations. This very constraint makes a Mini 6 Pro as a Mini Mavic unlikely. Real progress here often comes from efficiency. Better motor control, smarter encoders, optimize heat dissipation through the housing/structure, not from more hardware. Regarding tracking and safety features, the most likely story for the Mini 6 Pro isn't a new system, but rather a software version upgrade. Improved subject recognition, more stable retargeting, fewer false braking maneuvers, and better path planning. This makes sense. Software upgrades often deliver the biggest wow factor in the Mini class without significantly increasing the weight. Therefore, if ActiveTrack 7.0 is circulating, it's less a guarantee of new sensor hardware and more a signal that DJI is iterating on model/algorithms. The most useful way to gauge interest here is a direct comparison of the current generations, DJI Mini 5 Pro versus Mini 4 Pro. This comparison clearly shows the real leaps DJI has made recently: sensor, tracking, practical features, and where limitations remain. Those who frequently fly in forests or urban areas will benefit less from greater range on paper in 2026 and more from robust detection in challenging environments, thin branches, wires, and changes in contrast. If the DJI Mini 6 Pro excels in these areas, it would be a genuine reason to buy. But as a quality upgrade, not just a buzzword. O5 is coming is the second big rumor after 6K. And yes, it's plausible that DJI will eventually bring the next generation of wireless technology to smaller models as well. But the most exciting question isn't 25 kilometers or 20 kilometers, but rather, how stable is the signal in real-world conditions? Especially in cities, with numerous Wi-Fi networks and reflections, max range can very quickly turn into max frustration. A real improvement would therefore be a more stable live preview, fewer dropouts, faster reconnects, better interference strategies, things that are noticeable in everyday use, even if you never fly 20 kilometers. If you're planning to navigate the wireless/range debate in 2026, take a practical approach. Decide based on your usage profile. For travel and creative professionals, stability and convenience are usually more important than distance. And if you happen to be in a bargain window, price tracking is often your best bet. DJI Mini 5 Pro prices, offers, and discounts. Buying wisely now allows you to upgrade later without financial regrets. By 2026, the purchasing decision will be less a matter of faith and more a simple logic based on time, price, and project requirements. If you plan to produce content this year, travel, real estate, events, YouTube, then waiting is often the most expensive hobby. Not because of the money, but because of the missed opportunities. In this case, the best strategy is to buy wisely now where the price/bundle is right. That's precisely what the central decision-making tool is designed for. Mini 6 Pro versus Mini 5 Pro decision matrix. If, on the other hand, you're under no pressure, no projects, no deadlines, waiting can be worthwhile, but then please be strategic, not waiting indefinitely, but with fixed checkpoints. One such checkpoint is, for example, an official DJI announcement/teaser that actually fits into the creator ecosystem. For timeline context, the DJI Lead the Scene, January 29th, 2026 teaser analysis is helpful. Even if it's not mini, it shows when DJI communicates and when it doesn't. And if you want to bridge the gap, then the budget path is often smarter than standing still. For example, DJI Mini 4 Pro offers in 2026. This way you can start filming immediately, build skills, collect footage, and still upgrade later when a real Mini 6 Pro announcement comes.